But what if the betrayal you keep feeling isn't from other people? It's from within. And what if I told you that every time you ignored that quiet ache in your chest, you weren't just avoiding pain, you were turning your back on your soul? We walk through life asking questions we pretend we don't want the answers to. Why do I feel so alone, even in love? Why do I keep attracting the same kind of people, the ones who can't love me back? Why does nothing ever feel like enough? We scroll, we move on, but underneath all of it, the ambition, the burnout, the pretending there's a signal. And Carl Jung believed that signal was sacred. He didn't believe we were just wounded by life. He believed we were separated from something deeper, the self. And when you live out of alignment with it, your soul starts sending warnings, not through words, but through restlessness, emptiness, an ache that won't leave. He believed the soul leaves clues, and those who ignore them suffer the most. There was a man I once knew, let's call him Adam. Adam had a laugh that could light up any room. He listened deeply. He remembered birthdays. He was the kindest son a father could ever ask for, but his father wasn't really there, not in the way a soul needs. He showed up for work. He paid the bills, but emotionally, spiritually, he was a ghost. Young Adam learned something dangerous, that love meant proving your worth, that attention had to be earned, that if someone was distant, it was your job to fix it. Fast forward 20 years. Adam's adult life was a pattern on repeat. He only chased people who were cold, who withheld affection, who gave just enough to keep him hoping, but never enough to make him feel whole. He was successful, respected, but every night he lay in bed asking the same question. Why do I always feel so empty after they leave? Carl Jung would say, Adam wasn't broken. He was following a script, a deep, unconscious narrative from childhood. He wasn't chasing love. He was chasing resolution, trying to heal the father wound by finding people just like his father, and finally getting them to stay. But the psyche doesn't work like that. Until you make the unconscious conscious. Jung warned, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Adam's soul wasn't failing him. It was screaming for attention through his pain, his patterns, his longing. He was stuck in what Jung called a shadow loop. He had buried his anger, his abandonment, his fear. He had suppressed every part of himself that seemed unlovable. And those suppressed parts, they became his shadow. The shadow is a moral problem that challenges the whole ego personality, Jung wrote. To become conscious of it involves recognizing the dark aspects of the personality as present and real. Adam's shadow was alive, and it wasn't evil. It just wanted to be seen. But he mistook its voice for unworthiness and betrayed himself again and again. And maybe you're doing the same thing. Maybe that person who keeps ghosting you, that's not just rejection, it's a mirror reflecting something you've buried. Maybe the reason you feel invisible is because you keep abandoning your true self for approval. Maybe you mistake survival for love, and you betray your soul a little more every time you silence your needs. You say yes when your whole body says no. You hold space for people who never show up for you. You shrink your light to make others feel more comfortable. And when your chest tightens, when your stomach drops, when your sleep breaks at 3 a.m., you call it anxiety. But what if it's your soul knocking? Carl Jung didn't believe you were meant to stay broken. He believed breakdowns were part of the path home. You are not what happened to you, he said. You are what you choose to become. Your suffering, it's not meaningless. It's directional, the emptiness, It's an invitation. The betrayal, it's a test of truth. The soul doesn't speak in words, it speaks in patterns, and when those patterns become unbearable, that's the moment your real healing begins. Jung taught that the journey isn't about becoming better, it's about becoming whole. It's about facing your shadow, not killing it. It's about integrating what you've disowned, bringing light to the darkest parts of yourself, and realizing they were never unlovable, just unseen. So, if you've made it this far, maybe something in you already knows that the world can't give you what you've denied yourself, knows that your soul isn't weak, it's waiting for you to stop running, to sit in the silence, to finally look in the mirror and say, I will not betray you anymore. This isn't psychology, this is soul work, and you don't need to fix anything, you just need to face what's always been there, the part of you that was never broken, just forgotten. Welcome home.